All right, we're gonna start a project that we're gonna keep going until we get done with this month. So you need a sheet of paper, scissors, and either a colored pencil or a marker that has a nice little tip on it. You don't want a really big fat tipped marker. You also can use pencil, but we're gonna need colors to kind of distinguish things. So you could use crayon and color over and then write over with pencil. That would work too. Just might take a little bit more time. So the first step that we're gonna do is we're gonna take our long sheet of paper, we're gonna take a corner, and we're gonna fold it across to make a triangle, just like that. So let's do it on our hard surface. I'm gonna take my corner, I'm gonna fold it across to make my triangle. Ta-da! Now I have some extra paper over here that I don't need. That's why I need the scissors. I'm gonna get rid of this strip of paper that I no longer need. I'm gonna cut this off. Okay. And I'm gonna throw my extra paper away. I don't need it. Now, I've got a triangle with 2 smaller angles and 1 larger angle. I'm gonna match up the 2 smaller angles. So I'm folding it across where the 2 smaller angles meet each other. Goodness, come on, paper crease. There we go. And I'm gonna crease it hard across. Ta-da! Now, I'm gonna open it up after I do those 2 triangles, and then I'll see my nice little square with 4 different sections. I'm gonna take the tip of each angle and I'm gonna fold it into the center. Leave it folded, just like this. Ta-da! I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna do it to every angle. Now here's something that I initially struggled with. I wanted these lines to match up perfect, and they do not have to match up perfectly. They need to match up kind of close, but they don't have to match up perfectly. I wanted no gaps in between all of my little triangles that I was folding. It is okay to have gaps, and it is okay if they don't meet perfect. Do you see how there's gaps in there? All right, so once I get it folded, I'm gonna flip it over to the back side that doesn't have the folds on it, so folds are here. I'm flipping to the back side, I'm laying it down with the back side facing up, so no folds are facing me. And I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna take each corner, I'm gonna fold it into the center, just like that. And I'm gonna keep folding. When I'm done folding each corner into the center, this time I'm not going to pick up my paper. I'm going to leave it with each corner folded into the center. And then I'm going to fold it across like a rectangle. So I'm gonna pick it up like this, and I'm going, ooh, don't escape. And I'm gonna fold it across like a rectangle, just like this. So a flat rectangle. All right, now, each square you can put your finger under, and there are 4 squares, 1 on each side, here, and then here. We have now made our fact catcher, also known as a fortune teller, but we're doing fact catchers here. Now, you can push it together. Sometimes you need to help it out with your chin. There we go. I can push it together, and I have my beautiful little flower. The better you fold it, the more beautiful it looks. But that's okay. I don't need it to be perfect. It still works. All right, now I can open it like a mouth, put it together like a flower, and open it the opposite way like a mouth. So we need to get our name on this stinker. Let's go ahead and see where your fingers kind of go under. We are going to write our name under one of these flaps. So I'm going to write my name under that flap. I did it there because that's where your fingers go. No facts are going to go inside there, but we do need to know whose fact catcher is whose, because we're going to keep them in media until we're done with this project. It's going to take us a couple of weeks. So, all right. Now, we are going to pick one of our flaps to start with. I'm going to start with this flap. Today, let's say we talked about octopuses. I'm going to take either take your crayon and you can color on the outside, like color this whole section right here, pink or whatever you pick, and then take a pencil and write octopuses or octopi over it. Or if you have a marker that has a good tip on it, then you can write octopi. So So octopi on the outside of that. Now, on the inside, if my fingers are in here, and I've got my big topic of octopi right there. When I open my fingers like this, I can see here is octopi, and on the inside, here is octopi. So octopi here, octopi here, and like, so this one on the outside matches up with this one on the inside. The one beside it, this one right here, this one right here, sorry, I'm looking at this one. This one right here doesn't match up to octopi. See, it matches up to the other one. So the one that matches up with the octopi, I'm looking for. And I'm just going to put a little pink dot because that one's my pink one, okay? And then I'm going to change it to the other direction, and I'm going to put another pink dot on the one that matches up with octopi. So, boom. Okay. So do you see how I have octopi? And then when I open it this way, I see a pink dot. And when I open it this way, I see a pink dot, and it matches up with the flap for octopi. The reason we did that is we're going to open it now. So I need to open it flat. And do you see how I have my two little pink dots here and here? If you look on the flip side of it, octopi is what's on the flip side of it. Now, I'm going to write a question on each of these little dot sides. So a question here and a question here. Maybe my first question, well, I'm going to write question 1 because I don't want to take your question, and then I don't want to be like, you can't ask that question, because that's what I wrote. All right, so then I'm going to write question 2. So I have question 1 on this flap and question 2 on this flap. And then I'm going to open it, and I'm going to answer. So when you open question 1 and you open question 2, they're different flaps, right? So I'm going to open question 1, and I'm going to write the answer right behind where I wrote question 1. So then we're going to write answer 1 for question 1, and then I'm going to open question 2 and write the answer 2. So now that I fold everything back together and I get my fingers back in my fact catcher, I can manipulate it to go my chin in. Obviously I didn't fold mine very good. Hopefully you folded yours better. It's right here that my fold issue is. It will still work though. No biggies. All right. And then I can, at the very end, you'll be able to say, all right, pick one. Which one do you want to learn about? And someone could say, or pick one. Which one do you want me to quiz you on? And they could pick octopus. And then you open it, and ask them octopus question 1. And then they can give you their answer. You can open the flap to see. They can see if they're right or wrong. And you can close it. And then they can go again, pick one. And then you can open it and ask them another question. It's going to be super fun. I hope you enjoyed this little project that we're going to do in the month of November.